Hey guys, today I'm showing you guys how to make a Game Pass shop just like this inside of Roblox Studio. So let's get started. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do first is we need to make sure that we have a published game. So once you are in your game or your base plate, you want to go head over to File and you want to do Publish to Roblox. Now because I already have this saved, it's not showing me the menu, but it will show you the menu, and you guys want to make sure that you have it published. Next, what we're gonna do is go and head over to game settings, and we're gonna head over to security, and from here you want to make sure that enable studio access to API services is enabled, and also allow third-party sales if you are using game passes from that are owned by someone else. You can just leave this off, it won't really matter. But for the tutorial, I'm going to turn this on just to show both examples, which I'll explain later on in the video. But yeah, once you're done that, you want to make sure they're saved, and we're going to go over to Start GUI, and we're going to add in our screen GUI. All right, next what you guys want to do is we're going to press the plus sign, and we're going to add in a frame. You're going to name this to main frame. I'm going to change the size to 1, 0, 1, 0. Now this should fill up the whole screen. Now we're going to change the transparency to 1, so it is fully transparent, we can't see it. Next, you want to add in a text button, or you could add an image button, depends on, it's completely your choice. The script will be the same for both, but I'm just going to add a text button because I don't really have an image right now. And then we're just going to quickly customize this to our liking. Alright, so now that we're done customizing our button, now I didn't mention this earlier, but this will be our open/close the shop button. What you guys want to do now is inside of the main frame, you want to add in a local script. Alright guys, so now the next step is we're going to go over to the screen GUI, and we're going to add in another frame. I'm going to name this to shop frame, and this will be the frame for the shop GUI, obviously. And we're going to quickly just customize this and center it, or just place it wherever you like. Alright, so I finished customizing my shop frame. What you guys want to do now is once again head back to the screen GUI, and we're going to add in another frame. And this frame, we're going to call it to text frame. And we're going to once again customize this, or just move it around. And what this will do, guys, is basically if the player already owns the Game Pass, it will this will be like an alert that you already own this Game Pass. You don't really need to buy it again. So just like a quick, this is obviously optional, you don't really have to add this, but I'm just going to quickly customize this. Now you want to add in a text label, and then change the size to 1, 0, 1, 0, and then just change the background transparency to 1, and then just customize how you would. Alright, so just like that, you should have 3 GUIs now. And you want to go ahead and add local scripts into each, just the 2. You don't really need to add one in the text frame. We're just going to leave it blank. And so now what you guys want to do is head over to the main frame, and we're going to add in a local script into this. And now we're going to start scripting. So we're going to start off with script.parent, and I'm going to do .mouse button 1 clicked :connect brackets function, add another pair of brackets and go down. That should bring up an end with a bracket. Next, you want to do script.parent .shop frame. Oh, so I quickly found a bug, guys. This script is supposed to be inside of the text button. Just make sure you have it inside of the text button and not the main frame. Just quickly, so else the script won't work. But yeah, continuing from shop frame, we're going to do .visible is equal to not script.parent, and then .shop frame, and then I'm going to do .visible. And that's it for this script. Now we're going to go head over to the shop frame script. Alright, so for this script, we're going to do script.parent .mouse button 1 clicked, mouse button 1 clicked, and then we're going to do a :connect brackets function, and then add another pair of brackets. And now we're going to go down, and we're going to do our variables. So we're going to do local service is equal to game :get service brackets marketplace service. So this will just basically call out the marketplace which is where everything that you could sell on Roblox will go to, including clothes, models, game passes, developer products, etc. Next, we're going to do local ID. Let me just do this. Is equal to, right now we don't really have an ID, so I'm just going to put a bunch of random numbers, but we're going to change that in a second. Next, we're going to do local owned, and then we're going to go down. Local player is equal to game.players.local player. I should have done this variable first, but it doesn't really matter. Then we're going to do local success. So this will basically show that the game pass has, the transaction has been made, basically. Is comma message. We'll do equals to p call, and we'll do brackets function. Just like that, we should have two end brackets, or end with brackets. Next, we're gonna do owned, and then we're gonna do is equal to market or service. So we have it as service up here. We're gonna do owned is equal to service colon user own game pass async, and we're gonna do in the brackets we're gonna do player user ID, and then we're gonna do comma ID basically. Then we're gonna make sure you skip this and then go down, and you want to do if owned, then we're gonna do now this part is optional, and I will explain to you why. So this next part is if you are adding this alert right here, then you want to continue on, else there'll be a little text over here. It'll show you what timeline to skip to if you are not adding this little alert up here. So yeah, if you are adding the alert, you want to copy this stuff down. We're gonna do script dot parent dot parent dot parent, so 3 parents dot text label or text frame. And then, oh yeah, once again guys, we made another mistake. We need to make sure the script is inside of the text label. I keep forgetting to do that. Dot visible is equal to true. Then we're gonna do script dot parent dot parent, this time 2 parents dot visible is equal to false. And I'm gonna wait 2 seconds, and then we're gonna go down again, and basically we're just gonna repeat this but switch it around. So this was true up here, so it's gonna be false now, and this was false up here, so this is gonna be true. So what this will basically do is, if this little part will do that, if the game pass is already owned by the player, it will hide this GUI and show this GUI, and after 2 seconds it will hide this and bring this back, right? So now if you are now adding, if this part, if you aren't adding this, then you start from this part right here. We're gonna do local character is equal to player dot character added, and we're gonna do colon wait, go down, we're gonna do local humanoid is equal to character, and we're gonna do colon wait for child, and inside these brackets we're gonna do humanoid, make sure the H is capital. Then we're gonna go down and else, and then we're gonna do service colon prompt game pass purchase, prompt game pass service purchase, and we're inside the bracket gonna do player comma ID. And that's it for the script. Now I'm gonna take you to the browser, and I'm gonna show you guys how you can get the game pass ID. Alright guys, so now we're in the game at roblox.com. You want to go over here and you want to head over to the inventory, and then we're just going to head over to the passes. And then obviously if you ever created any of these passes, you can just quickly go ahead and just grab any of these, or you could just make your own for the game. I'm just going to quickly pick a random that I already own, so I'm just going to pick this one, the VIP 500 Robux. And in the URL you'll find a bunch of these digits. You want to copy these, and then we're going to go back to here. I'm going to paste them right here. So that is our Game Pass ID. Now, what you guys want to do is go ahead. Actually, I'm going to pick another Game Pass ID. I'll just write it down somewhere. Alright guys, so I just picked up a random Game Pass from Tower of Hell. Now, because I don't own this Game Pass, I'm just going to copy this ID too. I'm just going to bring it back into the script. Now, I'm not going to use it right now because for the example, and I'll just put it down here. All right, so I've put this ID here as a note. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead, and now the last step is we're gonna do shop frame and the main text frame. Make sure these two are not visible and only main frame is visible. Now we can go ahead and test the game. Alright guys, so before we test, because I did not properly test this one with a title before recording the video, so I did forget something. What we had to do basically is add in inside our shop frame. We obviously had to have our button for the Game Pass, obviously, because we can't have a Game Pass shop without the button. So I do apologize for that. I did forget to add that. That was like the main part. But yeah, you want to go ahead and add a text button, and then again, you can customize this to whatever, but I'm just gonna quickly name it to whatever too. I'm just name it Pass 1, and then you can change the text label, whatever. But I got confused, and you're supposed to add this local script inside of this Game Pass button right here. Now, if you did want to add more than one pass, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna duplicate this. All right, guys. So what I did now is I made two Game Passes, one that I own, if I could find it. Yeah, so one that I do own, and the other where I don't own it. So we can get both perspectives. So we're gonna quickly turn the visibility off on the shop frame. We're gonna go ahead and test this. All right, so now that we're in the game, we want to go ahead and open our shop. You can see that the Game Pass shop opens. I can open and close it. Now that I click the green one, it says I already own this Game Pass. It'll stop for 2 seconds and then bring back this. If I press it again, same thing. Now, if I got the ID right, if I press the if I press the button, the Game Pass that I don't own, it will show me the prompt. Obviously, this is a test, so my Game Pass or my account will not be charged. Press it, buy it, and then if I was to press it again, you know. Alright, so I really hope this video did help you guys out. If you guys have any questions, comment down the section below. Also, guys, I do have a brand new Twitter account. It will be in the description below. If you go, it should be the very bottom, I think. But yeah, go ahead and follow that. I will be tweeting out and responding to questions on that too. Let me know if I should add or create a Discord server, a brand new one, fresh start. I'm not very sure. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.